Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. Today we are out in the garden. It is the same day as my last video, but probably just a couple of days later for you. Scott is starting to weed, and I think we might be throwing some plants in today. So I thought I would take you along and give you kind of an update and fill you in on what we're doing. How's it going out here, babe?
Going good.
Is our little mama bird still on her nest?
Yeah, she's not happy about me being out here, but...
No. As long as you stay over there, I think she'll be okay.
Yeah.
If you guys didn't watch my shorts, let's see here. We have a little, there she is, a little killdeer sitting on a nest. Can you see her? I'm not gonna go over there because she'll freak out. But we need our garden back. She's sitting on 4 eggs. So Scott is coming in and weeding everything. He's got a bucket full. Wow, it looks great.
Yep. Getting there.
Rhubarb looks good. If this was covered in that. Oh, look at the chives. They're gonna pop open.
Yeah, this one started.
Oh, how pretty.
Like that one.
Oh, sure. Wow, look at that. That looks great. So you're just going through and weeding. Are we gonna plant today, do you think?
It's just a touch wet, so we'll probably plant tomorrow. We'll probably want to prep as many of the beds today, then we'll get...
Yeah, it rained out last night.
Yeah, it got pretty wet again. I mean, it's okay to plant, but I have a lot... Well, this is the worst part over here. It's gonna get better as I go down.
Yeah.
And this is all that... We obviously it's super low here. We have all that horsetail stuff.
Yeah.
It just doesn't... You can't get rid of it. So you just gotta keep
Pulling it. Yeah. Here on this end, we have some Egyptian walking onions. So if you don't know what an Egyptian walking onion is, it gets like these bulbs on top. And then when the bulbs get really big, they tip over and they go on the ground. And then now this bulb is planted in that spot, so they move. That is why they are called Egyptian walking onions, because they move themselves.
Yeah, like most of these clumps, like they go in clumps like this. These were just single bulbs last year. Now this year there's a bunch of them. So next year we can start harvesting them. This is only their second. This will be their second summer.
Yeah, it looks like they need some fertilizer. The leaves are yellow.
Yeah.
We'll maybe do that this afternoon. And then let's see. Oh, we got some garlic up here that survived the flood. And look at how big it is. I haven't pulled any out of the ground yet. It's not ready. The bottom leaves are just starting to turn. So I think I will give it some fertilizer today too. And we'll wait a little bit. Let's go check out my onions. Willow is outside enjoying the ponds today. So the onions are doing great. I just watered them. Something is coming along and pulling them out. I don't know what it is. It's probably a bird. So as I water them, I am sticking them back in. But I think that they're growing. I water them probably 3 times a week, and I fertilize them once. So on Monday I water, Wednesday I fertilize, Friday I water. And then if it's super hot over the weekend, I'll water either on Saturday or Sunday. I don't think they need to be watered every day. I don't know. So far they're doing great. Back to the garden. We have these 2 rows. Well, Scott has these 2 rows fully weeded. So he got out some orange twine and he did the walking path. So then we are going to lay down cardboard so that it kills off the weeds, because he only weeded the garden bed part, not the walking path part. So we're going to lay down like a double layer of cardboard, and then we are going to take and line the garden beds with these rocks and see how we like them. So this here is a garden bed, and then this is a walking path. This is a walking path. So we will line the row right there and right here with stones, just to kind of give it a little bit of distinction, and it'll help like hold down the cardboard. It'll help keep out the weeds. Plus it'll be really pretty. So that is what we are going to, that's what we're going to do next. So we had to come and get some more rocks over by the barn, and then we had to come and get some more cardboard. We have a huge pile of cardboard in the barn that we got from a friend, so Scott stores it in one of the stalls, and he is back there getting some more, and then we will continue. Hopefully we'll be able to finish up one row today, one walking row. It is really hot out here, you guys. There's Blue and the girls. They are enjoying some cool shade time. And the ducks are over there laying in the shade. Some of them just got done taking a swim, so they're pruning. It is the next day and we are back in the garden. We got this far with the cardboard and the rocks. We got almost one whole row done, and Scott is going to finish weeding these beds, and then I think we are going to hop over to this one, weed this out, and I think then we will start probably planting some of the plants that we got, maybe get some seeds in the ground. It is, I don't know, 8:30 in the morning. It's beautiful out. It's supposed to be a high of 85 today, so we wanted to get an early start before the heat. So I'll check back in a little bit with you guys. The garden is looking amazing. We are almost done. I think it is good enough to plant. We got these beds here all weeded, and then Scott is finishing up the last row. We'll just go through and pick out all the little baby weeds, but I think we are at the point where we can start planting. Scott went in back to dump all the weeds, and he brought up this pile of mulch that we've been making, compost, and look at that big guy. That is a good sign. He is gonna go right in the garden. Okay, what are we gonna do with this?
We're gonna plant some plants, and then this will go around the plants.
Oh, okay. All right, let's do that.
Perfect.
So we came up with a garden plan. So far, we are going to do 4 cauliflowers on this end, and then we will do 4 broccolis on this end. We will put like peas or cucumbers. I think peas on this because we had cucumbers here last year. And then we are going to, Scott is measuring, we have 14 tomatoes. So you want to show them what you're doing with the tomato cages, how you're measuring them out?
Yeah, I'm putting them 4 feet apart on center, give or take a little bit. I'm going in a little bit so that way if we want to add bricks throughout the summer, we have that ability to do that. And then we'll fill in
bricks to walk through.
Yeah, for the pathway.
Yeah.
And then we'll put some stepping stones across the beds randomly, which we don't have in there now. And then we'll fill in like the gaps with peppers and basil and things like that.
Marigolds. Yeah. So this is what we have down here. We have tomatoes and peppers. And then in between each tomato plant that he has measured out here, I am going to put peppers, basil, and marigolds in between the tomatoes because they are good companion plants. So that is the plan so far. Oh, and then over here on the end of this bed, we are doing the kohlrabies. He got a large kind and then a regular kind. And then that will be for the starts that we have. We will get those in the ground and then we will maybe throw in some seeds today.
Yeah. Still hard to get.
Okay.
All the hard work's done.
Yes. So I got the cauliflower in and I mulched around it or composted around it. I got the broccoli in and I am finishing the compost. Scott is down here doing tomatoes and he is composting and it started to rain. It isn't raining very hard, so we're going to keep going. But I just wanted to give you guys an update of how we're doing. Everything is looking really good. You guys, when you compost or mulch, if you have hot compost, make sure you do not go around the stem of your little plant because it will burn it out. This compost is cold, but sometimes when you compost and it's hot, it will get too close to the stem and then it will burn your plant out. So that is a little tip to remember when you're mulching and composting your vegetables. It's looking so good. Okay, back to work. Scott is gonna put in a tomato plant and I thought I would ask him what he's doing and why he's doing it.
I just have a marking. This just gives me a spacing of where I want the tomato to go. I'm gonna plant this as deep as I can. So I took and I cut, you can see, I cut all the leaves off on the bottom down there. So I'm just leaving the top ones. And then I'm gonna bury him. So he's very deep into the soil here. And then I leave it like that. I'll give it some water. And then eventually, as he grows up, I'll put more compost around there because it'll just re-root and put that in there. So we'll just give it a more root system.
Yeah, and then it makes a stronger plant, right?
Yeah. And then what I will do, my bucket's out of compost. But you can see I put some compost just around there. We'll fill in compost around all the whole row. It just helps prevent water loss. It helps weeding, or keeps the weeds down.
Yeah.
It adds lots of good nutrients back into the soil for the plants to grow. And then I put a hoop around them to help support them. And then you'll see, and I just did the one. I have a long stake that I'll stake them up. This year I'm going to try a double leader. So when it gets
hang on, babe. Let me show him and he put this in the middle of it so that we can stake them up as they grow.
Yeah. So then as they get taller, they'll probably get this tall. But this year when they get about 1.5 foot, 2 foot, I'm going to cut the main leader, so I have 2 going up, or maybe 3, to see if I can get more production out of it. So I haven't done that in the past. I always kind of keep it 1 going up. Yeah, I saw some guy that did it, and he's like, "You'll double your yield." So
oh, a good experiment.
I'm gonna try that this year. So instead of just 1 main stalk, I'll have 2 or 3.
Nice.
And I'll kind of stake them up. However, I don't know. We'll figure that part out yet.
Yeah.
I might need 2 stakes in there.
Might. We did it. We got all the kohlrabi in and mulched. I started with the garlic and then I ran out, so Scott had to go get some. And then we have all the jalapeno peppers and the tomatoes planted here. And then down here I have broccoli. On the end of this row I have cauliflower. And then as we go up these 2 rows, I have tomatoes and more peppers, bell peppers. I am going to run into town and I am going to get some basil and some marigolds, and we will finish planting this all up. Scott is finishing up the mulching, and the only thing I have left is that one little lone zucchini plant, and that is going to go over here in the overflow garden by the onions. Well, you guys, that's it for today's video. Thanks for hanging out with us in the garden as we got all our starts in the ground and we are starting the 2026 gardening season. I hope you have a great day and we'll see you next time. Bye, friends.